So, a lot to talk about on this Sunday. Man, these New York Knicks, of course, we got a big game tonight against LeBron James and Luka Doncic
1 minute
in the Garden. Big time salute. Turn off the clock. Also, we got some stuff to talk about. Today is February 1st. Do some of you guys know what that means? No, it's not your anniversary, but it's a special day for Mikal Bridges, which could impact his future with this team. Of course, we're going to be talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo by default. You know, this guy, he has been the number one news story out there. And I'm going to give you my one trade that I'm looking at right now that I think that we should do or strongly should consider. And we also will talk about the news that just came out 15 minutes ago, talking about Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges' value. So I'll break down this Lakers game and a couple of more with your calls on Level-Headed Knicks Talk. Big time salute to everybody that's in the building. Man, I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. And you know the vibes, man. Tell a friend that we live, man. Big time salutes to everybody in the building. Man, we got an action-packed show. Of course, we still on that road to 10,000 subs, so you can help us out by smashing the like button, subscribing if you're not subscribed, and if you are a subscriber, you should consider joining the channel. By the way, tonight, it's going down. We are doing a members-only live. Not tonight, but right after this live. So as soon as this live ends, I'm going to be doing a live for members, and it's going to be talking about Karl-Anthony Towns. The one stat about Karl-Anthony Towns that concerns me. So we're going to be talking about that tonight, or right after this show. Also, I'm going to be introducing or reintroducing the Parlay Builders. So if you are a channel member plus, we will be getting back into our Parlay Builder bag. Honestly, playing fantasy basketball with the channel members has really expanded my attention on individuals. Because before, I don't really care about individuals. I'm gonna keep it real. I really don't. But getting in the fantasy league, I had to track players' performances and see what the hell's going on. Then I gotta look at their teams and see who's injured, who's playing. It's a lot that goes into fantasy when you're actively managing the team every day. So that made me more player centric. And so we'll be bringing back the Parlay Builders, man. And yeah, man. Let me give this big time salute to everybody in the building, man. I see all the channel. I see my man Just Knicks in there. Big time salute to my man Zach. Of course, Maxine, the super producer in the building. All right. And of course, Crim's dad with the eyes. Oh Lord. What does that mean? By the way, when I get to the call section and you can't if you can't make a call, you could always send in a donation. So a lot of times you got something you want to say, you want me to break it down, you could do so. Let's see. Chris Dad, you funny. I need to sit this one out so Matt C can take it over. Crims Dad, you gotta stop. You gotta relax. I miss you though, Crims Dad. Big time salute to my man Crims Dad, man. What else I want to share? I think that's it. I'll get started on my first topic, which is definitely going to be a doozy. So I want to talk about not the Hornets and the Spurs. I want to share with you guys a trade that I'm interested in, and I think the Knicks should do. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me just get my sources. I got my sources in order today, y'all. Sources are in order today. So let me just make sure this is all good on the backside. Get rid of this Spurs stuff. We go back to research mode. Bam! All right. And the article's not loading up. Give it 2 seconds. Okay, bam. All right, cool. So here's a guy that I think is a realistic target, especially in the event you can't get Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? Here's a guy who I think can be on the move. His name is Goga Bitadze. He's somebody who we talked about before. Especially if, to all the Mitchettes out there, don't get offended. Don't get upset. But this guy right here is a solid big man, and he's for a fraction of the cost of what Mitchell Robinson projected salary would be. Of course, we don't have no idea what his salary is going to be until he signs the deal with the Knicks or elsewhere. But this guy, Goga, is somebody who was solid for Orlando. So Celtics has been taking the opposite approach recently, looking for ways to improve their roster. As others have noted, the Celtics have talked to teams about deals that would improve their front line. Also worth watching, what happens in Orlando, right? Goga has been a DNP CD in the past 3 games. Do you guys know why? Do you guys know why? Do you guys know why Goga would be a DNP for the Orlando Magic in the last 3 games? I'm curious to know. It's not a mystery, y'all. I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to go to Orlando. I'm going to go to the Knicks Sports Track. I'm going to go to Orlando's team so we can look at exactly who they have and what the issues is financially. But Franz Wagner has been back. I repeat, Franz Wagner and Mo Wagner have been back. Well, Franz didn't get back yet, technically. He came back, but then he's dealing with an ankle. But the brothers, pretty much the brothers are there. That's what I'm trying to say. Now that the brothers are there, and Franz Wagner is clearly the best player on this team, and that's no offense to Paolo, but it's just straight facts. Goga has seen himself as being the odd man out because Mo and his brother, they are the future of the franchise. So what happens to Goga Bitadze? He makes $8 million. Here's his salary really quickly. I'm not going to spend much time on this, but this is a Brock Aller style contract. The next year of his deal, he makes $7 million. If Mitchell Robinson wants to get paid a whole lot of money and the Knicks don't want to pay it, I think this guy Goga could be a nice pickup in the event that this takes place. And you're probably going to have to get a third team to facilitate the deal because Yabu and Pacome or Clarkson doesn't make enough to facilitate this deal. You probably have to give up those 3 players. But I think that this would have to be probably a bigger package to bring this guy here. And I don't want to send Jordan Clarkson to Orlando. I think that can come back to bite you. I'm not sending him to Orlando. But Pacome Dadier and Yabu, definitely would be 2 guys I would send there. But what do you think about Goga? He's missing out on some opportunities, you know, and this guy's an option. So this is one of the guys I'm looking at, 100%. All right. But big time salute to everybody in the building. Continue to smash that like button. Yeah, I'm going to get to that Mikal, Bridges, and Towns value has diminished. I don't agree with that. But we'll get to that in a second. As I peek into these messages here. Uh-oh. J-Tap, I see you in the building, J-Tap. And I saw your message in Discord too, J-Tap. J-Tap was blacking out in the Discord, the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. Like Maxine says, if you enjoying the show, support OKF and appreciate the objective, balanced, independent, okay, media. Smash the target to the left. All right. Definitely help us reach that target. I'm going to get into some LeBron stuff. All right. I feel like LeBron James is somebody who gets much unnecessary hate. Before I preview this game, I want to take the time to give LeBron his flowers. See, I was one of those guys that wanted to take a dump on LeBron. LeBron's not better than that bald-headed guy out of Chicago. He's not better than him. Oh, LeBron, he's this, he's that. But the man is a great player. We need to appreciate LeBron. This could be his last game in MSG tonight. His last 23 years? 23 years of dominance. 23 years of greatness. This man has had some memories that we would all like to forget, but powerful moments nonetheless. And by the way, this article does a great job of breaking down this stuff. But LeBron James, okay, he's had some electrifying performances, epic performances over the past 23 years. If I could have 82 regular season games in the Garden, I would, James said in 2015. How many of you guys remember when he said that? When LeBron said that and Cass was like, yeah, we get LeBron. Oh my God, LeBron loves to play in Madison Square Garden. Yo, Knicks fans, man, don't we have it the worst? Don't we have it the worst? Oh man, it's the mecca of basketball. LeBron's gonna come to the Knicks. Watch. KD's coming. Zion's coming. Giannis is coming. Notice a pattern? No, I think the Giannis situation might be a little different because a lot of y'all don't want Giannis, and I don't understand that. But most of us got hyped when we heard that, oh man, LeBron said that this was the mecca. Okay? Now, entering Sunday night's game, James averaged 28.2 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 7.4 assists over his 33 appearances in Madison Square Garden. But check this, and this is what I'm concerned about tonight, y'all. LeBron has great success against us in the Garden. James' teams were 24-9 in those games. Oh, my Lord. Oh, Lord. Are we going to drop? Don't you notice, don't you feel like we be dropping the ball, man? We be dropping the ball when we get on national media stage. I'm praying tonight that this is not the case. We need a defiant victory. I mean, I take the victory however it comes, but we need a victory where we stomp on these guys next. And no worries. I'm going to break down all the facets we need to know for this game tonight. All right. But this right here is a little bit unsettling for me. Okay. 24-9. With uncertainty surrounding the Lakers and the Stars' future, it's a possible Sunday night's game that will go down as the 41-year-old last game. Now, I'm going to just go through some of these. How many of you guys remember his Garden debut? This goes back to 2004. Some of you guys probably wasn't even 5 years old yet. Some of you guys were probably 35 years old or 30 years old or 20 years old. Doesn't matter. He was 19 back then, and he put on a good show. I actually remember that game. And I wanted to watch it because back in 2004, we had the internet, but it wasn't like how it is now. Salute to everybody that go back to the AOL AIM days. I wasn't really using the internet to, look stuff up like that at this time. That came a little bit later, probably like in the late 2000s when I was in St. John's. Anyway, nonetheless, matter of fact, damn, I feel kind of old because I remember when I first went to college, you couldn't even go on the internet to use that for no paper. You had to go to the library. That's how far back I go back. Anyway, nonetheless, bottom line, I remember this game with LeBron James, and 22 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and of course he won. So that was a precursor. Okay, I just got some news from Maxine. Okay. So we got some big announcements. I'm gonna save that towards the end of the show. So you guys gotta stick around and get the big time announcement. I'll let you guys know what she just sent me. But anyway, I got the best producer in the world. But anyway, how many of you guys remember the 50-point games? Oh Lord. 4 years later, James delivered one of his signature MSG performances. He erupted for 50 points on 16 of 30 shooting, 8 rebounds, 10 blocks. Damn near had a triple-double, a 50-point triple-double in the Garden. This was on March 5th, 2008. And another thing about these games, too, even though I'm not saying that we love Cleveland or we love LeBron or anything like that, but I ain't gonna lie, these games were kind of exciting to watch, even though he was cooking us. Like, it wasn't like MJ doing it. Because in 2008, the team was trash. I mean, come on, man. Let's just face it. The team wasn't that good, bro, in 2008. Same thing in 2004. The team wasn't that good in 2000. So, like, LeBron hasn't really had, like, we only had one series where it was heated, and then that one year we won 54 games. That was a year I really wanted Miami bad. Oh, boy. But we hadn't had the same battles, the same, you know what I'm saying, level of disdain that we had with the boy, that bald-headed boy in Chicago. That's a whole different level of disdain right there. Even Kobe Bryant, you know, who I was actually a Kobe Bryant fan back in the day because of that guy in Chicago. I always look for somebody better than him, and Kobe I thought was going to be that guy. And I never had no animosity, even though Kobe had the 60 in the Garden or whatever. You know, it didn't rub me the wrong way. So LeBron, the only reason why I had any contention with LeBron was because I was making an unfair comparison between him and that bald-headed guy in Chicago. And honestly, we should just allow people to just have their own legacies and not tear somebody down or not try to. Now we trying to find ways to pull him down to bring that bald-headed guy up, especially if you are a Knicks fan. I don't see why you're going so hard for a guy in Chicago that used to kill you every night. It just, I had to catch myself. And I'm saying, yeah, I'm going hard for this dude, and this dude used to smoke us every night. Like, what am I doing? Okay? So, yeah, these games, how many of you guys remember this, right? But that wasn't the only 50-point explosion in the world's most famous arena, which it is the world's most famous arena. Big Dog. He always tries to say, oh, why they call it the world's most famous arena? Well, the Garden does the most shows every night than any other arena. They have more shows in the Garden on a consistent basis than any other arena. That's why it's the world's most famous arena in 2026. Anyway, nonetheless, James one-upped himself less than 1 year later with a 52.9 rebound and 11 assists. This dude almost got 2 triple-doubles on 50 balls in the Garden, and this was less than a year later, and the Cavaliers win. Okay? All-time effort made him the second visiting player with 2 50-point games, including that guy, the bald-headed guy from Chicago, who I won't say his name. Notably, James' 52-point performances came 2 days after Kobe Bryant scored the 61. That's what we're missing today, bro. We're missing that level of competitiveness. Oh, Kobe had 61. I'm going to try to go get 70. We're missing that. These guys are too friendly, bro. I just want I just want competition, bro. That's why I like Wemby. That's why I think if Wemby stay healthy, he going to be the best. Because I'm better than all of y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm better than all of y'all. Yeah, I believe that. I remember even Wemby tried to stone on us when he first came to America. He said, oh, the Garden is not all of that. He tried to downplay it. Even though I don't like that energy because I'm from New York and I'm a Knicks fan, but I could respect it if I was a Spurs fan. Like, yo, we ain't bowing down to that. We ain't stooping down to that level. And then, so, yeah, man, then he had his first triple-double, right? He barely eluded them in both of the 50-point games, but on December 17, 2010, his first game at the Garden after joining the Miami Heat, James scored 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. The man is brilliant. So, yeah, the reason why I'm going through this is because this could be this brother's last game. I just want to give him some acknowledgement, even though he cooked us, to say, hey, LeBron, you know, we appreciate you for 23 years, giving us greatness. We never really battled. We only had the one playoff series, right? And it was in the first round, which, I mean, come on. And they won 5 games, you know. And I think that was the same year when Amari messed his hand up with the fire extinguisher. Yeah, we just cursed. It is what it is. Nonetheless, that's my LeBron story. You know, I'll be back with more after these messages, all right?
Real question. Do you actually know basketball or do you just watch it? Because most fans watch games and talk, but they're not breaking anything down. No tracking, no documentation, no real analysis, just reactions and baseless opinions. 82 Nights changes that, though. Over 200 pages to analyze what you're watching, track rotations, break down patterns, highlight players, take actual notes. That's how you go from someone who watches to someone who knows. That's how your basketball IQ levels up. Link in chat. Hardcover or soft, stop guessing, start documenting today.
Big time salute to everybody in the building. Definitely go check out the 82 Nights, the official basketball intelligence system, so you could expand your basketball knowledge beyond the horizon and get inside that 82 Nights club, where you get over to well over 100 exclusive Knicks stats, and you get access to the league cheat code where you can access more NBA stats. But big time salute to everybody in the building. I do appreciate you for rocking with me. Continue to smash that like button. Like I said, we got a big time announcement that I want to share with you guys a little bit later in the show. So you want to stick around for it. It's going to be epic. I'm telling you, it's going to be epic. What we could do now, if you guys, I'll take some calls, 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to break down the Lakers game, and then I'm going to get into that Mikal Bridges and, the Mikal Bridges news, but also with including Giannis, but also this whole notion that Mikal and Towns, their trade value is not high. And you know the sad part about that? Some of you probably rejoiced. Oh my God, their trade value is not high. Yes, they're not going to go in a trade. They're not going to go. No, I won't lose my beloved guys. Man, y'all spooky. Y'all bugging. I'm going to get to that in a second. But big time salute to everybody in the building. Call up 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. You can let me know how you feeling about Goga. Of course, Mikal, he's eligible to be traded today. The 6 months is up. J-Tap. Oh my God, J-Tap, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. No, I'm not saying the man's name. I'm not. Big time salute to the channel members in the building. Did I see my man, as I take a glance back at the tap shot, I see my man Zach. Big time. Ooh. Mellow Mike. You're too nice, man. Big time salute to my man Mellow Mike, though. Safe travels to you too, my brother. I appreciate everything you do and all your support, Mellow Mike. Big time salute. I'm not saying that man's name, though. You see, this is why I became the Objective fan, man. Because a lot of you guys, y'all love that guy. You buy his sneakers, you know, and you wear his jerseys and you do all those things. And this dude used to kill us every year. There's no way I could celebrate a man like that. I can't. I'm sorry. I never, as a grown man, I never had a pair of his sneakers. No, I didn't. And I always look for someone to beat him. That's how deep I take this New York Knicks stuff. When they say you bleed orange and blue, I definitely bleed orange and blue. Definitely. While you guys begin to call up, I'm gonna start breaking down this game tonight. You know, usually I do this on the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show, which, by the way, will return Tuesday, Wednesday, and 6. It's becoming more of a Blue and Orange brunch show. They said that they had a hard time getting a vampire up in the morning, but we'll see. It's between a breakfast and brunch show right now, and it's looking more like a brunch show. And also, you guys seem to be more engaged a little later, I guess, after you guys settle in that work. Or, you know, maybe we're just not doing it all, you know? All right. Okay, Maxine. Yeah, I got to the next break. I'm gonna talk to you about that. All right, because I'm not sure what you what you want to share. You being too much of a super producer, man. You're doing too much of a good job. I can't even keep up. But I'm gonna get into this Laker game. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna say I was capping. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm good on this end right here. I'm not gonna say I was capping. I'm not gonna say I was being delusional. I am going to say I was a little ignorant because I didn't do my scouting report when I said the Lakers offense is overrated. I'm going to tell y'all right now, the Los Angeles Lakers offense is definitely not overrated. Okay? Say it with me. I'm not being spooky. I'm not scared. No, I'm not scary. I'm not. But their offense is for real, dog. I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. But you see, when you deny reality, right, that's when you begin to become either a person that's just straight up delusional, or you're going to allow some hate to slip up in your blood. I got no hate in my blood for nobody. Now, do I strongly dislike teams like the Heat? Yes, I do. But I'm not a Miami hater. If Miami is doing well, I will give them their props. Period. I don't like them. I can't stand them. But I'm not a hater like, oh, yeah, Miami, they weak. I'm not doing that. That's not my style. Anyway, so I'm going to go to Basketball Reference. And then, once again, I don't just give you okay, let's look at the Basketball Reference and we'll go with what the Basketball Reference says. Okay, so Basketball Reference says, oh, yeah, they're number one in field goal percentage. So we'll just go with that. I don't do that. I go 2 steps beyond that. So the first thing I do, I'm not a box score warrior. Big time salute to the box score warriors. If anyone is a box score warrior, I don't mean no offense, but there's no way to know the game if you're just looking at box scores, bro. You got to see what's going on in the game. There's too many nuances that takes place for me to just stay there and think that I can just be a box score warrior and I know what's going on. So I had to really see how good of a shooting team they are. And I went and I did my research. And I'm going to tell you right now, in the last 10 games, the Los Angeles Lakers, they are the number one field goal percentage in the league. So they are consistently really good at shooting the ball. They are really good. When it comes to shooting and getting buckets, they are the best team in the league. I can say that with pure confidence. Not only that, you see how they call that brother in OKC, the foul merchant, which is just this name. I hate the name. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to try to draw fouls to go get points, easy buckets. I don't understand why calling someone a foul merchant how is that a derogatory term? That's a term of endearment to me. Anyway, nonetheless, these guys are one of the top teams in getting to the free throw line. One of the top teams in getting to the free throw line. This is what they do consistently. And man, they are pretty damn good. By the way, if you want to know, the Lakers, they +1 their field goal percentage to 50.6% in the last 10 games, right? Just to give you some added context. So they doubled down on the fact that they're the best shooting team in the league. Now, their free throws are down though. They still do a good job getting to the line. And Luka causes so many matchup problems because you cannot put small guards on him. You're going to have to put your power forward or your small forward on Luka Doncic. If not, he's going to put them in the basket, or he's going to just bake them in the fouls, or he's just going to turn and shoot fadeaways all day over their hands, and they're not going to be able to stop them. So while their free throws are down, their shooting is still up, and they also have increased and enhanced their three-point shooting in the last 10 games. They are the number 2 three-point shooting team in the league at 41.6 in the last 10 games. Let me tell you something right now. They got these brothers right here. I'm telling you, this guy right here, Rui Hachimura, he might be better than OG Anunoby at shooting open corner threes. I watched the game. This dude did not miss. And when Luka is being doubled and triple teamed, he is dishing the ball. And he's coming off the rock, and he's getting these guys easy. You see this guy, Rui Hachimura? And you see this guy, Jake LaRavia? 2 guys that are big-time threats. Now, I know, see, box score warriors, we're going to look at the 47 games, and we're going to say, oh, he's not shooting well from 3. I'm telling you right now, in the last 10 games, those 2 brothers were money. And then you add Gabe Vincent to the fold. He's another guy that can shoot threes. He shoots about 4.5 a game, 37%. It's real, y'all. It's real. And Marcus Smart is also doing some wonderful things. He's starting 31 games. He's become the number 1 consensus starter. But, Austin Reeves also hasn't been there. I'm assuming that Reeves is going to play tonight, so that's another offensive monster assassin that they're going to have on their team. This team is really good offense. Like, honestly, yo, and you know what we could do? Because I don't remember who's the number one team, but I'm gonna go to NBA.com really quickly because I got to go there anyway. But if I really like, based on what the Knicks do potential wise, and based on what I've seen in real time from the LA Lakers, someone could make an argument that the Lakers and the Knicks are the number 1 and 2 offense in basketball. Like, seriously. Like, I know the numbers are not saying it. I know based on what's actually like the actual numbers, but like when you actually watch the games and you seeing what's hold on, damn, I'm in players. When you actually watch the games and you actually see what the hell's going on versus just being a box score warrior, you can see the potential that's there for these guys to really thrive. Oh, Denver. You know what? Denver is really good too. I say Denver, New York, Lakers, three best offense in basketball, 100%. Denver, I keep forgetting about Denver. Denver has a really good offense too. Really good offense. Celtics offense is good, but I don't really believe in it like that. I'm gonna keep it real. It's good though. It's good. The Rockets also got a really good offense, and they don't even really got their starting point guard, which is the most scarier part. I would say that I don't think the Oklahoma City Thunder don't got a top 5 offense, but I would put the Lakers ahead of Oklahoma and Charlotte, though Charlotte gets buckets. Anyway, let me just stick with the Lakers because I just want to see who the number 1 team is. So, you know, they're really good. They're when it comes to offense, they're really good. They get to the free throw line, and you know they will definitely kill you if you're not careful. They also top 10 in fouls. They don't send you to the line. That's one of the few things on defense they don't do well. But they're also in terms of bringing it back to offense, they're 4th in drawing fouls. Okay, they're 4th in drawing fouls. They get you in foul trouble. Towns needs to watch. This is a Karl Anthony Towns game, and Mitchell Robinson. We have to dominate the paint. I'm gonna get to that later, but we also have to watch the fouls because they will foul out your entire front court. I've seen them do it. I am a little concerned about this game. LeBron James' success in the Garden, the fact that the Knicks, we dropped the ball for some reason when we play the Warriors and the Lakers on national TV, is like we forget how to play. I am definitely concerned about that. Doesn't mean we're going to lose, but it's something to consider. Okay, Bucks is hanging in with the Celtics. Big time salute to this game, by the way. This game between the Celtics and the Bucks is like a salute to the African Americans that pioneered, that came into the league. So that's what this first game is about. And this is the first day of Black History Month. So big time salute to them for doing that. As far as let's go to this Laker game, right? And we could look at some of the previous games against LA. So we beat LA back in 2023, and then we beat them again in 2023. I think this was the year when they were all beat up and hurt. Nonetheless, don't matter. We got the wins. And then from there, February 3rd, 2024, the Lakers beat us. February 1st, 2025, the Lakers beat us. And March 6th, 2025, the Lakers beat us. So the Lakers won the last 3 games against us. And all of these games were big TV televised games, all right? All these games were big TV televised games. They always are. When the Lakers and Knicks, we always on national TV. So I'm concerned that these Knicks, for whatever reason, we don't rise to the occasion. And then Luka Doncic is another Knick killer. Luka is somebody that always kills us. I don't have those numbers, but we usually drop the ball against Luka every time. Even sometimes we drop the ball against Dallas when Luka's not there, which is even more spooky and weird. You know what I'm saying? But to bring it back to Towns and Mitchell Robinson, once again, I cross-check. I don't just stay here. I watch the games, and I look at the most up-to-date numbers. I'm telling you right now, they are not a good rebounding team. It's like they don't prioritize the glass, even though they got good size in their lineup with LeBron, Luka, LaRavia. They got some size in the lineup, y'all. So Josh Hart, he's going to be another key because he's going to have to guard somebody way bigger than him more than likely, because I think OG Anunoby should get the Luka Doncic assignment, and OG's going to have to probably guard him one-on-one unless he's really just killing him, because when you double Luka, that's when he's going to get them passes off. That's the only time he's passing it. Pick and roll, hard doubles, he's passing the ball. So you got to be wary of that. And I would say put your best defender on there to limit double teams, and hopefully, you can contain him. It's going to be hard because he's coming off pick and rolls anyway. He's not just an ISO guy. So now Towns and OG going to be in pick and roll. That's a little scary. And you better make sure you bring that help on the weak side. But that's the problem. When you bring that help on the weak side, that ball swings to the weak side. Now your rotation better be tight, or that's going to be a Hachimura. Oh, my God. Hachimura. That's going to be a corner three. So I'm a little concerned about that. I'm a little concerned with the way the game may turn out just based on matchups. And, you having the help and double, especially when you got Landry Shamet on Luka, that's going to be a mistake. If Landry Shamet has to guard Luka Doncic, we're probably going to be cooked because he's just too small. You can't put small guys on Luka. You got to put guys like OG. You got to put size on him. So yeah, they don't send the opponent to the line. I talked about that. They do a really good job. I mean, they don't play no damn defense, so I think that's part of the reason. Luka let you just. This is what Luka does. This is Luka Doncic defense. Y'all talk about Brunson's defense. This is Luka Doncic's defense. This is Luka. I just let you do whatever the hell you want. So that's another reason why they don't foul. They don't play no goddamn defense. And when, like I said, Austin Reeves before Marcus Smart got inserted into the starting lineup, I don't really know the analytics on Smart's defensive rating. I don't really care because when you're on a bad team, everybody, look at the defensive rating. Everybody got bad defensive rating on this team. Look at this. So that's why you can't look at defensive rating on bad defensive teams individually, because defensive rating is also is kind of a team stat too. So your team's rating boosts your personal rating up. That's why James Harden always got a high defensive rating. It's not because he defends well. It's because he's on a good team and he always gets the weakest links defensively. So you can't go by these numbers. Stats with context. That's why you guys are here. You guys know I give you the right context. Because I'm not just giving you numbers. I'm giving you context. I'm putting into practice. I'm giving you examples. Now, and telling you who should capitalize in certain areas. Now, the rebounding, right? Even though the Lakers don't do a good job rebounding, but because they play at a slow and doofy pace at times, but once again, slow and doofy pace has nothing to do with their fast breaks. Hopefully you guys understand that. I explained it multiple times. Fast break is just a bucket when the defense is not set, or a bucket within the first 5-6 seconds. You get a quick shot up. So either definition you could use, doesn't make a difference. Bottom line is it has nothing to do with fast breaks. It also has nothing to do with how fast guys are on the floor running up and down. It has everything to do with Luka he dribbles the air out of the ball. When you dribble the air out of the ball and you're waiting for the big man to come set the pick and roll, and now they successfully blitz you and they prevent the roll man, and now you find yourself dishing it. Their rotation is good. Now you get the ball back. That's 18 seconds off the clock. It's just simple. So that's why their pace is slow, right? So because of the possession game, less possession, less opportunity at rebounds, that's why they do a good job at holding the opponent off the glass. To me, based on what I saw, maybe a Laker fan might argue that you could. Bottom line is, you are top 10 in opponent rebounds, right? So, of course, we already know what the battle is going to be. The battle is going to be the Knicks offensive rebounding versus them limiting offensive rebounds. As you can see overall on the year, they only give up 10.8 offensive rebounds. Okay. While the Knicks are one of the most premier offensive rebounding teams, the Knicks are going to have to try to be able to deal with them on the glass. In fact, when we talk about defensive rating and offensive rating from the Knicks standpoint, we're number 2 in defensive rebounding percentage. Anything over 70% is considered elite, or 75%. We are at 74%. We are elite on the glass. We're one of the best rebounding teams. That's why. What game was that? Damn, I don't got the old games up. It was a game we had, and I'm not sure if it was Stan Van Gundy or not Stan, PJ Carlissimo. He was like, the Knicks are the best rebounding team in basketball. Based on our offensive rebounding percentage and defensive rebounding percentage, you have an argument because we do it well on both sides, right? And then also, and these are the last, by the way, this is the last 10 games to add confluence to the overall records. And in the last 10 games, the Knicks are number 6 in offensive rebounding percentage at 33.8%. Anything over 34, 35 is elite. We are elite. That means that we are grabbing a lion's share of misses and maximizing on second chance opportunities. That's something that could be the Lakers' Achilles heel, because the Lakers, while they do a good job at that, they are not dominant on the glass. So in order to keep you off the glass, they're going to want to slow the game down, limit the possessions, and also, try to capitalize off of their offensive opportunities. Now, the Lakers, like I said, when it comes to defense, they're not prolific in steals or blocks. They're not doing none of that. They're not. That's just not how they get down. Their goal is to hopefully get a stop. They can run in transition, and LeBron and Luka are really good passers. So they do get guys a lot of opportunities, especially at the rim. Dunker spots, transition, corner threes, all threats. That's why I think the Lakers are probably one of the best offensive teams in basketball. I think it's realistically Denver, Knicks, Lakers are the best 3. When you look at the offense, it's just incredible how they get guys involved. Like when the ball moves for the Knicks, we're 13-1 anytime we get 30 assists or more. We can't be beat. Like, seriously, when the Knicks are moving the ball around, good luck. You can't stop them. That means guys are getting shots in their spots that they're comfortable with, and the Knicks are very dangerous. Very dangerous. So they're not, like I said, their free throws are down because they've been shooting a lot more threes. They become very three-ball reliant, and they've been shooting at a very high percentage. Okay. Now here could be a saving grace too, though. In the last 10 games, like the season, 73% from the line, 77.3% from the line puts them at 22. So they're not really an efficient team. They don't make a lot of their free throws. They do miss a lot of bonehead free throws, and they're still bottom 10 in the last 10 games at 75.9%. So they dropped about 2%. So even if we're getting them at the line, it may not hurt us as badly as we think it does. As far as offensive rating, talked about that. +1, they're on fire. They've the number 2 offense in the last 10 games. However, their defense is still trash. Number 23. It hasn't got better. They have a net rating in the last 10 games of 2.4 plus 2.4. You want to guess what the Knicks net rating is in the last 10 games? This is why y'all have to be here when I do the Knicks in 10 show on Sundays. We are a +9.9. We got the 3rd highest net rating in the last 10 games. And the Knicks, by the way, are also number 2, 3, or top 3 defense in the last 10 games. Okay. 3rd ranked defense, 104. -10. So Overall, we're 13th ranked defense. Our rating is 114. We minus 10 in the last 10 games. The Knicks defense is for real. So this will be a battle between great offense that's not playing so good, but that offensive team also having a great defense. I think that gives us enough firepower to realistically beat down the LA Lakers. In their last 10 games, they're 6-4. Right? They're 6-4. I'm gonna go to their so you can see some of their wins they got and their losses. Big time salute to those in the building. As I break down this game, there's a lot more to this, but I think I'm gonna wrap it here for this segment. But I didn't mean to click on this. Definitely, big time salute to Maxine saying we got so much people in the building, but the likes don't match the viewers. We need to get the likes up. Hold on, before I continue, let's get the likes up, man. We need the likes up. All right, we need the likes up. Like the video, man. If you don't want to hear it in my voice, you want to hear it in somebody else's voice.
Like this video and also subscribe to my channel.
Definitely make sure you also hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, but continue to smash the like button. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. If you're feeling the content, you're feeling the way I'm breaking this down, show me some love and smash that like button. Smash that like button. All right. And right now, as you guys continue to smash that like button, I will be back with more after these messages.
Quick shout out to one of our partners, Self. A lot of people don't realize how much your credit impacts your real life options, where you can live, what you can drive, even the kind of opportunities you can access. Self is a platform designed to help you build and strengthen your credit in a smart, structured way. It's not about quick fixes. It's about turning consistency into leverage. Whether you're rebuilding, starting fresh, or just trying to put yourself in a stronger financial position, Self gives you tools to help create real financial structure over time. If improving your credit and setting up your financial foundation is one of your goals this year, check out Self through the link in the description. Self. Build your credit, build your options.
Big time salute to our sponsor, Self. You can check out the Linktree, linktree.com, right? /TheObjectiveFan to learn more about Self. Financial tools for great long-term positioning. And let me get the link tree back up there so you can check it out. Bam, that's the link tree link there. It's also in the description, and they also have a special offer if you are interested in that. So now I do got two big announcements. The first announcement, I'm going to reiterate, I'm going live right after this stream. I'm doing a members only live. I'm going to be talking about Karl-Anthony Towns. And the one stat that I uncovered with this, the 82 nights, that really concerns me. And I guarantee you the number will shock you. So you could do so by joining the channel. So make sure you're in the building, okay? Right after this, I'm hitting the button again. And then also, so here's the major announcement, all right? Y'all ready for this? So, drum roll. So I'm proud to announce, and my producer, the great Maxine, confirmed this. We were talking about this for the past 2 weeks now. We are doing the first 24-hour stream in the Knicks world. It's called the Knicks Fanathon, 24 hours live. And this will take place during All-Star Weekend. So 2 weeks, Valentine's Day weekend, be right here. We'll be doing it the Friday. We'll probably get started in the morning time, and we will end in the next morning. So be on the lookout for that. We're doing the 24-hour, the Knicks Fanathon. Make sure you guys put it in your calendar, put it in your schedule. We'll be doing some of our shows that we normally do, like the Blue and Orange Breakfast Show or Breakfast or Brunch, whatever we call it. Is it the Breakfast Show? Is it the Brunch Show? I don't know. We'll be doing that. We'll be doing Knicks Nocturnal. Some of your favorite shows we'll be implementing. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the building. We'll be talking about the All-Star Weekend. There'll be special guests. Definitely check it out. And yeah, we're doing a 24-hour stream, man. It's going down. It is going down. And that is Friday the 13th. Okay. Right before Love's Day. Okay. It's going to be a magical day. AP said, you could do this for 24 hours? Hell yeah. If I could do it for 4, why not 24? If I could do it for 5, yeah, we ready, man. You know, we've been preparing ourselves for this. And, you know, we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on. There's more to get into with that Lakers game, but I pretty much covered a lot of stuff. Listen, man, I could be here all day talking about the game. I got a lot of notes and numbers. I've told you the offense is really good for the Lakers, and it's a battle between offense and defense. If you guys want to call up, 646-995-8389. Mikal Bridges, he is eligible to be traded. Will he be up out of here? What says you? All right, call up. And by the way, if you can't call up or if you want to show some love, you definitely could send in a super chat, send in a Cash App, and I will break down your message however you want me to explain it or however you want me to answer, whatever question you want me to answer, you can do so by doing that, okay? But yeah, call up 646-995-8385. I'm curious to know, what are your thoughts on what I had to share? Let me jump into studio mode real quick because I noticed something on the back end. I'm gonna get to Mikal. So you dudes that was jumping for joy, like, yeah, look at that. They don't think that our team is worth their value. We have players that's not worth it. Some of y'all were jumping for joy. Keep it real. Keep it real when y'all saw that report. Y'all were like, yeah, I knew it. Our guys are not worth nothing. Oh my God, I'm gonna jump into that right now, yo. Hold on, let me set up research mode really quickly because, you know, I don't know, man. We just love. I feel like we just love mediocrity, man. I'm gonna keep it real, yo. It's like, oh, you got the chance to get better, but man, we want to stay with the guys we got, guys that never won nothing. Hold on, let me get this link for you. I got all my links together today, y'all. I'm ready. I'm prepared for battle today. I got all the links. I'm ready for the smoke. I'm ready for it all. Bam. So, yo, take a look at this, man. So I'm getting ready to do the show, right? I'm like, all right, we got, you know, we got the show coming. I got my topic set, right? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Let me back out of there. Let me get this call up in here. What's going on?
Yo.
Juan from Carolina.
Man, Juan.
Let's go, man. What's going on?
Yo, man, I don't know what people think about it.
Let's go.
First of all, how you doing? I know you got 3-minute rule effect, right? So I gotta be quick.
Yeah. Let's go, brother.
Yeah,
Big time salute.
Let's make this happen. Like, yo, like this team, I feel like has proven they're not a championship team yet. I don't think so. Like, this is gonna guarantee it. We got a proven winner, 2-time MVP. Like, and then we got pieces that other teams actually want. And then people, if we get Giannis out of this, people can just shut up about the 5 picks of Mikal because those 5 picks became Giannis.
There
so I
you
wouldn't
go.
hear nothing.
There you go. Wait till you hear me break down this next part. Oh my God, I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like Knicks fans complain so much about, we haven't had a championship in 52 years. But every time we go for a trade or make a trade, people start complaining. And then when it works out, they're like, oh, okay, that was a good trade. Like, right. I don't understand. Like, it drives me nuts, bro.
I don't get it either, man. Like, it's like we scared of success. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It could be that. It could be that there's so starved from not having a chip from this team that, you know, it's almost like, you know, people are scared. But, like, I believe, you know, the thing too problem with Brunson, I love him, but the glaring weakness is that defense. We know this, right? I'm saying stuff that's been said. I'm not saying nothing new, right? Yeah. You got 2 guys that are not the best defenders. So this week, like, I feel like this team is good enough to, we're going to be perennial contenders, but if that's what you just want, ECFs, I mean,
let him know.
you know what I'm
ECF,
saying?
second round. Hey.
Second and third round knockouts. I mean, you know, that's y'all, but that's not what I'm hoping for. I want the thing that they play for, and
1
if it's
minute.
something that,
Oh, my bad. I forgot the
yeah,
wrong one. Go ahead. Continue. That's not supposed to be there. My fault. Go ahead.
yeah, if that's what we can get, I don't understand why Knicks fans don't want to do it. Like I just don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. The small guard being your superstar is kind of being phased out. Brunson is one of the surviving guys to be
Right.
that, but like I think his defense is so bad that he's always going to get picked on just because he's small. Like he's an
Right.
easy target. That's
Right.
what happened to Morant and what's his name? The dude from Hawks. I can't think of his name because
Trae Young.
my brains are. Trey Young, you know, that's what they do. So you need a guy to make up for that. So
Right.
anyway, what are we doing here? You know, if I may quote Jada Kiss, what we doing here?
Let's go. I like it. Big time salute to my
Oh,
man Juan from New York to Carolina. Let's go. Big time. So I agree with what he's saying. I don't the only thing I don't like is the narrative on Brunson being like inefficient to lead to the championship. If I could add to what you're saying, Juan, I would say the fact that you didn't build a team around him. See, they didn't build the team around Brunson with the pieces that's necessary for him to be that way. Because I think you can hide Brunson on against most teams. Most teams don't got what the Lakers got, right? When they have Reeves, let's say if they keep LaRavia out there and they take Smart out the lineup, which is a no defense lineup, but man, let me tell you something. Where's Brunson gonna go? He gonna guard Reeves? That's gonna be a problem. He gonna guard Luka? Hell no. He's definitely not guarding LeBron. You gonna put him on Rui Hachimura? Okay. So yeah, that right there is somewhat of a concern. But most teams don't got what the Lakers got on offense, and most teams are so trash on offense that I think you'll get by. Even Detroit, as good as Detroit is, I could live with Brunson on Thompson. He's not aggressive enough for me to be concerned. Yes, I said that Detroit. Oh yeah, is it February 1st? Hold up. Oh wow. We got another day before I open up the Detroit floodgates. But big time salute to the chat. If you want to call up 646-995-8389. That's the only thing I would add to what you're saying, Juan. This league has always been a big man's league. It's not even big guards don't really win championships. You had SGA, you had D-Wade, but he still had Shaq. You got Kobe and Jordan. That's it. Just less than a handful, right? Let's see. AP says if we win the NBA championship, the show has to be a week-long nonstop. I might. Yeah. 100%. I'm gonna do something crazy. Yeah. I might have to do a week-long show, man. 100%. I'm definitely will be going to one of them games. I know it's gonna be an arm and a leg, but I will be in the garden for the finals. 100%. If we get to the finals, man, I'm in the garden. 100%. 100,000%. I'm riding with you, AP. We just might, Maxine. We just might, you know. And if we get Giannis, I'm preparing for it this year. I hope, but I'm not confident. I think we, like I just said, I think we got probably top 3 offense, 100%. But am I confident we gonna win it all? No, because y'all are scared. I'm not gonna say Leon, but Leon is locked into these guys and these contracts, and these are his guys. But realistically, I would have broke up Wingstop. I'm gonna keep it real. I would have broke them up and got somebody like a Jaren Jackson to be the 4. I would have made a crazy upgrade at the 2 or the 3. That would have kept us balanced, because I still feel like this team is still trying to find their balance. And I love the 8-man rotation because it does balance the team out. But we still got Landry Shamet, who's not 6'7", 6'8", guarding 6'7" and 6'8" guys. I don't like it. It's been effective, but let's see tonight, because the Lakers got their fair share of 6'7", 6'8" guys all in the lineup together. So we're gonna really get a taste of what the Lakers, and what the Knicks are gonna be able to do against good size. But I'm gonna address this tweet, and then if you guys call, I'll get into the calls. And if I miss your call, I will call back, by the way. Okay. Now, this is what the Dunk Central posted, right? James L. Edwards, okay? Per league sources, the Knicks will be one of the several teams that have and will continue to inquire heavily. Salute to Leon. Hold on. Leon Rose got to get a salute for that. Hold on. We got to salute the man. He said heavily. Okay. So heavily inquire about Antetokounmpo. The Bucks are looking for premier young players and multiple good draft picks in exchange for one of the 3 best players in the NBA. The Knicks have neither of those. And to get close to what the Bucks are asking for, New York would need to seek out 2 or 3 players in its starting lineup. Most likely, listen to how ridiculous this point sounds. OG Anunoby, Bridges, and or Towns. Now, let me tell you why that's ridiculous. All right? Let me show you why that's ridiculous. All right? I'm going to go to Sports Track because, you see, big time salute to James L. Edwards. I'm not trying to take a dump on him because it's not really about him. It's really about what the people are telling him more so than him, right? If I propose a trade to the Milwaukee Bucks and I have to trade those 3 players, let me just show you how impossible the deal is. All right? Let's just start there. All right? Let me just show you how impossible the deal is. Okay? So I want Giannis Antetokounmpo. Right? I'm going to get Giannis. I'm going to go to the Knicks. I'm going to add Towns, OG, and Bridges. All right? To Milwaukee. Okay? How much money are we off by? $63 million. Where is Milwaukee getting this additional $63 million? Okay, let's do Miles Turner, Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis. All right. So they would have to pretty much trade their entire team. So we both will be swapping. The Knicks will be sending the Knicks, and the Bucks will be sending the Bucks. Does that make any sense? Is this how trades work? Are the Bucks going to send us Miles Turner, Kuzma, and Portis? Pretty much the Milwaukee Bucks for the Knicks? No. Then, okay, cool. So you take all these dudes off. You might get one of them. Let's say you get Bobby Portis. So now you need another team to come in with $50 million. You need another team to come in with $50 million. Because that trade I just showed you, they're not going to trade the Milwaukee Bucks for the Knicks. I'm not going to give up Miles Turner, Kuzma, Portis, and Giannis for OG, Mikal, and Towns. That doesn't even make no goddamn sense. So no, that will not be the goddamn package. This is why when people say, oh yeah, we got to gut our team the way we did for Melo and trade 4 start. No, you cannot trade 4 starters today. You have apron rules. You have stricter cap rules. It's hard to match salary. We are a first apron team. We can't take back more salary than we get in. So the tweet just doesn't make any or the post, whatever this report, just doesn't make any goddamn sense that they will have to trade those 3 guys. No, what it could be is this. This is what it could be. 2 guys. You do Towns and OG. See that? You remove OG or you do Bridges. See that? So that's what it would be. It's like, look, this is a perfect example of a trade. You see that? I'm not saying this will be the package. But this is the example of the trade. Then you get a third team involved. Then boom, they send picks. Bridges goes to the other team. You see what I'm saying? It's ways to, but you're not giving up your whole team. Or you might have to do this. Deuce McBride. This is a realistic trade package. But all those other deals that these people are talking about is ridiculous. So, all right, so let me get back to where I was at. The latter two, per multiple league sources, talking about Bridges and Towns, per multiple sources, aren't believed to have the same value today as when the Knicks traded for them. Hold on. Let's read that. They don't have the same value, right? So let's applaud. We did it, y'all. We got players with no value or less value. And these are our beloved players who we want. We want the players with less value because we don't want to go get that guy Giannis. He's too good. We've never seen that before. So we want the guys with less value to stay with us. This is the thought process. I'm pretty sure if I go through the comments, I would see Knicks fans in there like, see, told you we ain't gonna get Giannis. And rejoicing about it. It's a joke. Now, I'm not saying the guys don't got less value. What I'm saying is it don't even make a goddamn difference because Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's not showing any initiative to get out of Milwaukee. The only thing we heard was the initial report. Giannis is willing to be traded now. Okay. What happened? You see, this is why I call Giannis a capper. So, but what happened to I can't be traded, they have to trade me? What happened to that? When he told my man Sam Amick that. And we did the 2-hour show on that. What happened then? So if anything, this is bad news to me. If Mikal ain't worth the 4 picks we traded for him, the 5 picks we traded for him, if I can't get at least 3 picks from Portland, because that was the report that Portland will be willing to take Mikal Bridges and would be willing to send some picks in exchange. I thought that was the goal here. I know Portland trying to go renegade, and they're like, well, man, we want Giannis ourselves. Yeah, I think we want Giannis ourselves. But besides that, I didn't see no article saying Portland don't want Mikal Bridges anymore. I don't know, man. I just think that this is a bunch of cap when he says that we got to trade 3 players from the starting lineup. I think it's cap. Can't afford to put OG, Bridges, and Towns in the same deal. Now you got to get a third team that could absorb $50 million. Like, you know how hard that is to do? You can't even do that on NBA 2K. Talk about one team. Now you have to get 3 teams to fill this void. This is a void right here. Hold on. Let me show you. This is a void. Right? See this? Let me take Deuce out of there. Trading these 3 guys is a void. You got to come up with an additional $50 million. Because I don't think that the Milwaukee Bucks want the Milwaukee Knicks. I don't think they want that. I think they'll probably take OG. They'll probably take Mikal. But I'm not taking Towns too. That's too much money to balance. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. We just made a special announcement. We will be doing a 24-hour stream. This will be on the 13th for Friday. All right. And More than likely, they'll start around 9-10 a.m. and we're doing a 24-hour stream. Put it in your calendar. I'm pretty sure Maxine's working on the thumbnail right now. And yeah, we gonna be cooking. All right. Also, right after this stream, we will be right here for the members only live talking about Karl Anthony Towns. All right. I'm gonna pull that up for you in a second. And the one stat that concerns me, I'm doing the unfiltered thought. Big time salute to all the channel members that rock out and know about the unfiltered thought. Let me show you. So I'm gonna be right here. Is Cat holding us back? Is Karl Anthony Towns holding the Knicks back? The numbers will surprise you. I will be talking about that. So y'all want to join? I'm telling you, y'all going to want to join. You don't want to miss this. I will be breaking it down. I'm coming straight from the 82 Nights official basketball intelligence system. All right. But yeah, 646-995-8389. We're talking about Mikal Bridges, Towns, their limited value. Mikal can be traded. Do you think Mikal is out of here? The final trade piece that we've been waiting for is available to be moved as the Knicks unlock their best trade offer. I'm about to put that on the screen. So comes at a weird time. No, it doesn't. I don't give a damn about the Knicks winning streak in the regular season. I don't give a damn about none of that. And so it does not come at a weird time. But why are we so what's going on? Why are we so spooky, man? Why are we so? I don't understand. What's good, Mellow Mike? How's it going, brother? Mike, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mike? Yo, every time he calls the first time, it always, I don't know what that is. Let me try to get him on there again. Oh, I wasn't sure if y'all could hear the clock. I just made that adjustment. So if you call and you don't hear the clock, my bad. What's good, Mellow Mike? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How's it going, my brother, man? Let's go, man. What we talking about today? What caught your mind, man?
I'm doing well. Just to let you know, I'm driving, but I got you on speaker. I'm heading back from the Westchester Knicks game. So I'm over there in Portland, Maine, heading back to Jersey on a 6-hour drive, but I'm making a pit stop at Boston right now to go visit a friend.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Congratulations on your Fan-a-thon announcement.
Yes.
So looking forward to that. That's great news.
100%.
As far as LeBron James, I kind of figured that maybe he would make an announcement. You know, somebody I'm not a big LeBron James fan, but aside from that, to give him his, his salute and give the opportunity for the fans to kind of say, final, best wishes and stuff like that, the final farewell. I kind of figured that the NBA and maybe LeBron James would kind of want to do it the way they did in past years, with Michael, with Kareem and those guys, Larry Bird. I don't see that very often anymore. The way they commended players, years ago. I feel like he's well-deserved. He's put his time in the league on and off the court. So kudos to LeBron, and hopefully he'll get what he wants, because I heard something to the extent that he might mention something during the All-Star game, and then you got whatever's left of the season. Usually when you do a farewell, I like to do it from beginning to end.
Day one.
Yeah. So that the fans can get an opportunity to, meet and greet, autographs, attend the games, because some people don't know. When you announce it last second, it's it's kind of the fans short of the opportunity to catch it. That's why I think the Knicks fans are probably running, because they don't know. Will this be the last time he'll appear at the Garden? We don't know.
Right. Exactly.
As far as the Mikal Bridges situation, it still remains to be seen. I'm still stuck on the more than one player. I just don't think it's just Mikal. I think there's a package deal of many players involved still. And again, I'm still stuck with the I got to see it to believe it, But anything's possible, Karan, to be honest with you. Anything that Leon Rose might have, up his sleeve, you never know.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm not disagreeing, but that's my thought process on that. I feel like it's more than just one or two players. I think there's a lot of players in this process that they're going to do in order to make a move and shift to get Giannis,
Right.
or to upgrade the team of that sort. So,
Right.
and that's all I got,
100%.
brother. Yeah.
Big time salute, man. Safe travels, man. All right.
All right, brother. Thanks,
All
Rod.
right.
And salute
No
to the
doubt.
chat. Take care.
All right. Big time salute to my man Mellow Mike. Needs to stop the clock. One thing I'm gonna say to him and to all the Knicks fans, I understand, it's very complicated because there's a lot of NBA political rules, and it's like why Maxine, because the foul, for some reason it changed back to that foul. I gotta make that change. I'm gonna make that change behind the scenes for the 1 minute, because we took the 1 minute out in this bag, and sometimes it throws people off. So I'm gonna make that power switch while I talk to you guys. But anyway, nonetheless, when I talk about the Knicks making a move, see, what you gotta understand is they are aggressively. We see the words aggressively. We see the words heavily. So they're trying to make this move happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I would love to see it happen, but I do commend them for trying to make it happen. Now, what I don't want to hear is this person isn't tradable. I didn't see that yet. That's what I'm waiting for, because if I see that I'm not trading this player, I'm going to black. I'm just letting y'all know I'm blacking out. I'm just letting y'all know, if I see that report come out and that's the reason why we don't get Giannis, I'm blacking out. I'm just letting y'all know. And they better win the championship this year. Yeah, you say no to Giannis, you better win the championship this year. All right? So, of course, February 1st, the Knicks was on a 5-game winning streak prior to this date. And we have a big primetime matchup against the Los Angeles Lakers. I tell you what, your Wingstop better not perform bad, and we better not lose, because if they do, oh boy, here comes the blues. And we will be also back tonight for that post-game show. We will be doing the post-game show approximately 10 o'clock tonight after the game, all right? So February 1st is especially significant because it's the first day that the team is legally able to trade two-way wing Mikal Bridges after signing him to a 4-year extension over the offseason. Now that Bridges is eligible to be dealt, the Knicks can put their best offer forward for the Milwaukee Bucks superstar, Giannis Antetokounmpo. They won't be able to offer anything different till the offseason, all right? So this is what it is. The best offer could be put on the table. As we know, the Portland Trailblazers, who control several years of Milwaukee Bucks picks via the Dame Lillard trade, they're rumored to have interest in Bridges. So the goal would be to get Bridges to Portland to go get those picks, okay? What say you? Do you think he will be eligible to be traded? All right. What say you? I do got a call. Let me see if I get this brother back on the line. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. That was the update today. So now we could actually do some mock trades. And if we have time, I will do some on the way out. Let me see if I get this brother on the line. I just missed this call. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. If you want to call back, call back. I think they answered, but nonetheless, just call back. Or it could be a sister too. I shouldn't always assume that it's a brother. You know, we do got some ladies that listen to the show. Salute to all the ladies that listen to this show as well. The caller did call back. Hey, caller, state your name. Where you calling from? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. How's it going? Say your name and where you're calling from.
Okay. Oh, this is Rapper Ace. I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Big time salute, man. Bronx, New York's in the house. So what's on your mind? What caught your eye? You want to talk about Mikal? What say you?
Nah. I know a lot of people might not like what I'm gonna talk about right now, man. But listen, I
Let's
wouldn't
go.
be me if I don't talk about it. Right now, I feel like we don't have no respect amongst our. I feel like nobody in the locker room really respects our captain. They look at him as their peers, as their man. This is New York. This is New York. We don't have time for friends. We're trying to win a championship. Not saying we, but the Knicks are trying to win a championship, and I feel like because what he clearly asked them to do, they don't do. So if that's the case, then that means they just have no respect for that man. And if you have no respect for captain, then we might have to look for a trade with our leadership. And the trade that I have in mind, would be LaMelo Ball and Conker Nipple from Charlotte, who people were saying, I've been saying this from the beginning of the year, but I'm glad Charlotte is really showing who they really are now. And now people's calling me crazy still, but you know, I wouldn't be me if I ain't say it, man. So
I'm not calling you crazy, brother. Yeah, I'm not gonna call you crazy.
Because right now we're not getting Giannis. That's unrealistic. That's like me trying to get Nicki Minaj, my nigga. That's never gonna happen. Like we can't. We gotta be more. We have to be more realistic with ourselves right now. And Giannis is off the table. You even say yo cat for Giannis. I'm hanging up. Mikal, I'm hanging up. Bro, any name we have, I'm hanging up.
You're wilding with that point. I strongly disagree. Those guys ain't do nothing. Those guys ain't first team. They do none of that. So you're wilding. You want to keep a bunch of dudes that didn't do nothing versus a guy who's an MVP. I strongly disagree with that.
If I'm Milwaukee, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying if I'm Milwaukee, I'm hanging up. If you call me about Giannis,
I get it. Right.
I got you.
No, I'm with you. I got you. Yeah, you're right.
Like, you give it any tactic you have from New York to try to get, I'm hanging up on you because it's not
that's a fact.
Good. So we're not getting Giannis. We have to stop with that talk. We have to find what we can really get and what we really need to build on. And right now we have to look for leadership. Like, if Bronson's not going to be our captain and just our primary scorer, then we might have to just get a new leader in here. And the last leader we really had was Randall. Randall was our last really physical leader who was getting in people's faces and people were saying he was over-bullying the teammates. But that's all I wanted to say for the day.
I appreciate you, brother.
You too. I appreciate you too, man.
Nah, man, I got your number locked in your name, so big time salute. When you call, I got you.
10
man.
Seconds.
Whoa, did he go there, trade Brunson? What? Man, one thing I definitely disagree with is Giannis is not off the table. We talking about Giannis every day. Do you hear me? We talking about him every single day to let them know that we want Giannis bad. And listen, I don't want them to drop. If Giannis comes out and says, I only want New York, I'm still waiting for that report to come out saying he don't want to come to New York. So that's my saving grace, my man from the Bronx. I'm holding on to that. I'm holding on. We still got that trump card. Giannis is the trump card. Even though he's showing it like he's acting so like passive, but he is the trump card. Okay? Giannis is that. As far as Brunson's leadership, I agree with some of what he's saying because to all the channel members, right? I got this video called Brunson Holds No Weight. Go watch that video and think about what this brother just said. It's not that Brunson is not a captain. He's not the leader. It's just that I feel like he's not. I'm going to say it. He's too selfless. Yeah, I'm going there. He's too selfless. Y'all might think he's a Chuck and he dribbles and all of that. That's cute. But what superstar is the third highest paid player on their team? Could you name one? Only reason why Jordan was paid the least money is because of the NBA and the CBA changed around him. But when he got his bag, he was the highest paid player ever at that time. So that's the only time you're going to see the best player, not because he wanted to, not because he sacrificed. No one sacrificed nothing. I'm hoping for the Jalen Brunson story to work out and to be a champion, but we just hadn't seen it before. So whether we trade Brunson or not, you guys know my slogan, anybody can go. Now, I'm not saying I want to see Brunson traded. Slow it down. I'm not saying that. But anybody can go, but not everyone. So I'm not opposed to trading nobody. I don't give a damn. Y'all going to tell me, oh, Ewing was washed. That's why he was traded. Ewing, what he did for this franchise should have never been traded. Walt Clyde Frazier should have never been traded. Never. So if those brothers could be traded, anybody can be traded. Anybody can be traded. Do you hear me? I don't care about none of that. So when the brothers say, yo, Brunson, he could go, I mean, that's his opinion. I'm not saying that I agree with trading Brunson right now. Not for just anybody. Not for LaMelo Ball either. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a little wild. The LaMelo Ball is wild. But I tell you what, brother, I would trade Towns. I might trade Towns if they willing to give me. They're not going to do this. Will never happen. But if they gave me Knuple, Miller, and Bridges, I might think about getting Towns up. But I'm gonna keep it real. I might think about getting Towns up out of here. I'm gonna keep it real. Even though Miller get hurt too much, but that Knuple kid, yo, that kid is nice. He's nice. I'm telling you, that kid is nice. So, but yeah, I'm not trading Brunson for Ball. I'm sorry. Ball gets hurt. Ball is not a leader either. So I don't know how you look at Ball's leadership and say, that's the guy I want. They only got 18 wins. What are we talking about? Brunson has not. Do you understand that Brunson has been like no less than the second round in like the last 5 years? So we can say whatever the hell we want about his leadership. I can't get rid of that, brother. I'm sorry, family. But your premise, though, I'm riding with it because I think Knicks fans need that reality check. I think we be wilding out sometimes. Hello, caller. State the name and let the people know where you're calling from. Uh-oh, he hung up. We'll get him back. I'm not sure if that's me, but if the phone hangs up, call back. Call back, all right? I'm not sure what's going on. Everything looks good on my end. I got great internet. I don't know why the phone line keeps doing that. Yeah, I'm good. My mic is good. Sometimes I don't got the sound in there, so they can't hear the effect, which is my bad. But big time salute to everybody that's in the building. Continue to smash that like button, man. We need to get the likes up, man. We talk about Mikal Bridges. Today's the day he's eligible. We talked about the Portland Trailblazer trade, right? Does he actually go in the deal? I say yes. I think that there's a world where Mikal can be up out of here. And that is to the Portland Trailblazers. We're going to go get the Milwaukee picks and we're going to send them to Milwaukee. Look, we're going to get you your picks back. So now you control your own destiny. But definitely, let's continue to get the likes up. Okay? Okay. Oh, man, this is is this the thumbnail? Or is this the flyer? What is this? It's fire, though. I can't post it now, though, Max. Unless you put it in the community section, and then I could post it. You gotta put it in the community section if you want me to post it, Max. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Oh, you know what? One real quick about in between your calls. One last thing I say about the Lakers game. They give up a lot of points in the paint. Okay, it's a fly. Okay, yeah, post it in the community section, and I'll put it up on the screen. Got it. So when it comes to points in the paint, the Lakers are terrible. If I could find my, oh Lord, did I lose my? I lost my notes. But the points in the paint are going to be crucial tonight. I feel like in tonight's game, the Lakers, they just be having people walk to the basket on them. So check this out. In the second half against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Lakers only scored 49 points. The Cavs scored 72 points in the second half. The Lakers, they're having an issue with their defense is trash, one. But points in the paint is even more of a struggle because we know that if the Knicks get 72 points in the half, more than likely they're winning. And the Knicks are a more prolific scoring team than the Cavs. Not to say that means the Knicks are going to outscore. But when it comes to paint points, the Lakers give up 50 a game. Anytime the Knicks get 50 or more paint points, we're 15-4. So I'm looking at the battle on the glass, the battle in the paint, 3-point defense for both teams, right? We got to slow the Lakers down. And that should be enough to get the victory. Just by rebounding, dominating the paint, and defending the three, the Knicks will win this game easy. Because Luka is going to he's going to command doubles. They're going to try to double him. Hopefully they try to do some single coverage on there. And hopefully Mitchell Robinson's up for the task too, because he's going to have to be able to guard pick and roll. And honestly, whether it's Smart or whoever is on the ball, I'm putting them in pick and roll all day. The Cavs was cooking the Lakers in pick and roll. Cooking the Lakers in pick and roll. That's something that we definitely got to do. Then when they beat the Bulls, it's like the Bulls just was looking like, I don't know. It seemed like people look at LeBron and worship him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it. But 646-995, call up, voice your opinion. I just want to give you those other details about the Lakers game I was going to get into. There's more than that too, but just to keep it short, simple, and time-wise, we'll just go with that. Let's see. So I'm gonna get this flyer up there. If you go into the community section, you will be able to see this. The flyer for the 24-hour show that we're getting ready to do. Let me just make sure she posted it. Hit the refresh button. But continue to smash that like button. We definitely need to get the likes up. I don't see it yet, Max, on my end. And when she posted, I'll share it with you guys. But yeah, keep the calls coming, man. I appreciate the calls. I'll let you get your calls off too. And if you can't call up because you're busy, you with the family, you maxing, you relaxing, you just want to listen, you could always send in a donation and I will break down what it is you have to say. Channel members, stick around. I'm going live right after this because I'm doing the members only show. We're going to be talking about Karl Anthony Towns and the one stat that I'm worried about, which is definitely a hindrance for the Knicks, but not in the way you think it is. Not in the way you think it is. I'm going to be breaking that down. Let me see some. Any channel members in the house? Big time salute to the channel members. We do appreciate you guys and your support. We will be going live, like I just said. Oh, my man George Bryce in the building. Ooh, okay. That's an interesting comment about Brunson. I agree, but not because he can't be traded. I agree because that trade package for LaMelo Ball that's just not hitting. No, it's not. I'm sorry. That package for LaMelo Ball is just not hitting. I'm going to keep it real. Keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. Definitely talking about the Mikal Bridges update. He can now be moved officially. Another thing too, that I wanted to get into. I'm not sure if the article talked about it, but I remember it was a big deal back in August, right? I said, yo, Mikal don't sign this extension, bro. He might be up out of here. And sure enough, he signed the extension right, 6 months before the January 31st deadline or moment in time where he could be moved, because you got to wait 6 months after you sign a 4-year deal. It's essentially a no trade clause. So you can't be dealt during that time. So why did they wait till that point to sign the contract for moments like this? When Ian Begley says they're aggressively shopping them, they are aggressively shopping. Like, it's not a secret. It's not a mystery. It's a fact. They are aggressively trying to move off of Mikal Bridges. All right. So we just got word, bam, in the community section, the Knicks Fanathon 24-hour stream is official. All right, we're going to do this. This will be that Friday during All-Star Weekend. All right, it's going to be a magical night. Special guest subs. And the goal of this Knicks Fanathon is the 10K subs. All right, so we got to continue smashing the like button. And we got to continue subscribing when we're not subscribed. About 52%, I think it is, Max, of the listeners are not subscribed. So we would like to cut into that number. But 24 hours, one stream, All-Star Weekend. No Knicks content creator has ever done this before. And we're about to make history, man. So definitely check this out, man. And it's starting February 14th, going live 24 hours. Okay, all the details. I didn't realize the details was here. Wow. Very detailed. Non-stop call-ins, debates. Yeah, non-stop. We're going to be taking call. So you could call in at 3 in the morning or early in the afternoon. Okay. This isn't just one stream. This is a movement. This is for every Knicks fan who's riding through the highs and lows. This is our all-star weekend. So yes, definitely we are going, this is going down. All right. Make sure you guys are in the building and just wait for the notification to pop up in the live section and you will be able to check this out. We're going to have live reactions, right? All-Star Friday and for Saturday and for the entire weekend. Okay. Unlimited 3-minute call-ins. Okay. All right. We got to discuss the unlimited 3-minute call-ins, but yeah, definitely we're going to have a whole bunch of call-ins. Special guests throughout the 24 hours, subscriber milestones with live rewards. Okay. The most unhinged Knicks takes you ever hear. That's a fact. We blacking out. Hopefully by this time we have Giannis too. Valentine's Day weekend just got a whole lot better. The Knicks Fanathon, February 14th to the 15th for 24 hours straight. Be there or miss history. Okay. And drop a blue and orange if you're pulling up. The only thing, Max, it is going to be the 13th and the 14th, not the 14th and the 15th. All right. So that's when it's taking place. Okay. Big time salute to my man Daniel for the super chat. I do appreciate that. He says, oh, you know what? Let me just leave this up there so you guys can see it. And by the way, I'm trying to get the image up there too. Like there's no way I could get the image up there. Maybe I'll just zoom in. Bam. So y'all can see the image. All right. So my man Daniel says, do you think we get Giannis and who will be in the package? Well, right now, family, Giannis is the only way we can get Giannis. All right. That's the only way we can get him. There was another article, I put it in the Discord, where it talked about Giannis leverage. And then J-Tap made a joke on it. He said he doesn't have no leverage. I corrected him. I said the reason why he doesn't have the leverage is because he doesn't use it. It's not because he doesn't have leverage. He does, but because he wants to be this nice guy. So that's the problem. So it's on Giannis for us to get Giannis. It never was the trade package. But matter of fact, big time salute to everybody who's been watching me for a minute. What did I tell you when we first started talking about Giannis? I said it. It's not about the trade package. That's why I could give a damn about what Milwaukee says they want. It's all about Giannis. He has to demand New York. He has to demand New York, and he hasn't demanded it. So when you don't demand New York, now Milwaukee gets leverage. So now Milwaukee could say, well, we're only going to send them to where we got that. But the fact of the matter is, Giannis has to re-sign with that team. That's another point that a lot of people are missing. He has to re-sign with the team that trades for him. Unless you're going to pull a Toronto Raptors, and I'm not saying nobody won't do it because I think Portland would. I think they can do it, where you take Giannis with no guarantee he's going to sign. You take Giannis for 1 year, and there's no guarantee he will sign. That is a huge risk because then you'll be trading Milwaukee a king's ransom, more than likely picks, not players. And now Giannis leaves and goes to the Lakers because that will be his next stop. 100%. Better believe it. He's either going to go to the Lakers or he's going to the Warriors. If you allow Giannis to get traded to another team and that other team ain't the Warriors or the Lakers, he is not staying with that other team. And that team is trying to hope and convince him to stay, like a Miami Heat, for example, who his mother likes South Beach. But the problem is his mother could like South Beach all she wants. Is he going to demand it, Daniel? Is he going to demand Miami? Oh, I'm a good guy and, I might built like that. So no. I'm going to go where the team sends me. And that is a recipe for you to be sent to a team you don't want to go to. And then now you got to go into free agency. Rather, you could have just been traded to the team you wanted to had you stepped up to the plate and said, hey, I want to go to New York. It's very simple. It's very simple. So I will be back with more after these messages. I also want to take a moment to shout out another partner, Talkspace. We talk a lot about performance, discipline, and consistency, but none of that exists without the mental side being right. Talkspace gives you private access to licensed professionals so you can work on things like stress, focus, motivation, emotional control, and life balance. This isn't about something being wrong with you. This is about building mental strength the same way you build anything else with the right support. If you're carrying pressure, trying to stay sharp, or just want a space to think clearly and move better, Talkspace is a real resource. You can check them out right through the link in the description, Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Talkspace, mental performance for support for real life. Big time salute to Talkspace. One of our sponsors. You can find it in our Linktree page, Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. They have offers there that are pretty good, pretty competitive. If you are interested in what you heard, you can go check them out now by visiting the Linktree, Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Let me get that up there for you really quickly. Bam. You can find that link in the description or in the chat. So definitely keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. I want to hear more from you guys because, you know, I feel as though some of you guys are just not aware as to how this show will go. So we'll see if you guys call up. But Giannis has to demand the trade. He has to demand. That's the only way he could come. That's been my message, right? That's been my message this whole time. So if he doesn't demand it, we don't get him. That is the key. I was trying to find the link because I got the screenshot, but I can't share screenshots. I got to work on that because I want to share screenshots on here because sometimes, you know, I got links all over the place. I can't find it. But there was an article that put it so well that Giannis hasn't used his leverage. And that's all I've been saying this whole time. The same thing I've been saying, right, is what Trae Young did. Trae Young said, I want to go to the Wizards. I think that I can help them become a winner. And that's what's needed, you know, in order to get a deal done. Salute to my brother that called up D from Los Angeles yesterday who dropped it on NBA Saturday. Oh, by the way, y'all got to watch that NBA Saturdays too. Man, D, he called up and he killed it. He broke down everything. He brought up all of the trades that came up and the fact that those star players were acquired and it wasn't a king's ransom. So I don't know where the Knicks want Giannis. Now, when the Knicks want Giannis, it has to be a king's ransom. You see that? Man, big time salute. But listen, you guys want to join the channel? We're going live right now. We're going to be talking about Karl-Anthony Towns right now. So hit that join button. And tonight after the game, we'll be doing a Knicks post-game show. I appreciate you guys all. And as always, let's go Knicks.